The propaganda technique we'll be looking at is minimization. It's one of the most commonly used rhetorical tricks that you'll see used when denial is not an option. Let's start off with an example to see how it works. Liam is 15. Recently, he asked his mom if he could go to a friend's house on Friday night. He said, "Mom, can I go to Reggie's on Friday night? It's his last week at home before he leaves on vacation. And before you ask, no, there won't be any drinking." Liam's mom agrees that he can go. But later that night, one of Liam's friends posts a picture of Liam on Instagram at a party and drinking beer. When Liam returns home, his mom confronts him. Showing him the picture, she says, "Liam, lying is a serious issue. Do you want to explain this?" Liam responds with, "So maybe I had one beer. Honestly, Mom, with all that's going on in the world, with drugs and mass shootings and all, you're worrying about me drinking a beer." Did you see what Liam did there? Instead of addressing the issue, he minimizes it and shifts the focus to other things like drugs and mass shootings. And while these other things are indeed important, they don't in any way address the issue at hand. So in this scenario, where Liam realized he couldn't deny that he'd been drinking, he did the next best thing. He used minimization. When you use minimization, you characterize something you don't want to address as trivial or insignificant in order to shift the focus away from it and onto what you deem as more important things. And although the more important thing might indeed be more important, it is in no way relevant to the issue at hand. Minimization is one of those techniques that you'll also see used in politics to help politicians avoid answering questions they don't want to answer. To see how this works, let's take a look at another example. A debate moderator asks a candidate in a debate, "Mr. Jones, there have been calls within your party to increase the size of the Supreme Court if your party wins control of the Senate. If you're elected, would you support adding more justices to the Supreme Court?" The candidate responds, "I know that's a question that you guys in Washington, D.C. like to talk about, but I'm not really focused on it. As I move on across the state, people are not asking me about the Supreme Court. They're wondering when in the world they're going to get some COVID-19 relief." Did the candidate answer the question? No, not at all. He trivialized the issue at hand and then shifted the focus to more important things, like, well, anything that would distract from the question. So not only did the politician avoid addressing the question, he became a champion for all Americans by bringing their issues to the forefront. So remember, when you see a politician responding to a criticism or allegation they can't deny or avoid answering a question they just don't want to answer, there's a good chance you'll see minimization.